Hello guys, greetings to you from wherever you're watching. I want to cut a pant trouser and showing you how to cut it. What you need the measurements. You need the measurement for your pant trouser, and for this I have the measurement for the waist, for the hip, the crotch, the thigh, the nail round, it can be called the nail circumference, and the ankle round or the ankle circumference, the trouser length, then the waist to hip measurement. Usually there is standard for it. If it is small size, you can use 8 inches depending on how big the person is. If the person is a big person, if he has a big measurement, big body size, you can use 10. Some even use 11 depending on how big, but the standard I want to use here is 10. Then here we are going to see how I'm going to do my calculations and the cutting. So all other things that you need your scissors, you need your pattern paper too, and your measurements, your rulers, measurement rules. I have all of this, and I have my marker. Also, I'm going to be doing some calculations, so I'll need my calculator. So guys, to start with, we are going to fold our pattern paper into two. Fold it into two equal parts, like this. So guys, to start with, we are going to rule our waistline. Roll up your waistline. And I'm going to use my marker to do that. Your waistline. Using your measurements. Also, the next line I'm going to measure is your hip line. But to do that, you are going to take your measuring tape. Sorry, I didn't talk about this before. It's one of those instruments you are going to use when you're doing your measurements. So you take your measuring tape and measure your waist to your hip. Here I'm going to use 10. I'm going to use 10. So mark that 10. This is the hip line, and then mark it, roll it down. This is the waist. This is the waist. This is the hip. This is the hip line. The next line we are going to take is our crotch, and here our crotch here is 16. So you're going to measure 16 inches from the waistline. Take your measurement from the waistline. Okay, it's going to be 16. This is 16. You roll the line. Take a straight line down. That is our crotch. That's our crotch. So the next line you're going to take is going to be the thigh line. So to take your thigh line, just come down 3 inches from your crotch line. 3 inches. 3 inches from your crotch line. Come down 3 inches from your crotch line and roll it out. We're going to label it a thigh line. That's our thigh. This is our thigh. So the next one we are going to take is our nail. Our waist to nail line, measurement from our waist to nail from our measurement here is 24. Measure from your waist, measure 24 down and mark it. 24. Take a ruler and mark it. Make a straight line down. This is our new line. And the last measurement we are taking here is our trouser length. Our trouser length from our measurement here is 39. So you just measure from there down 39. You have 39 here. So the next thing you are going to do here is to take a center line from this our road line, from our hip to the waistline. I'm doing it, taking it like this. Take a straight line like this. You can take it down to the waistline. Now, the next thing is the hip. Our hip measurement here is 47. Hip measurement here is 47. But if you want to do your calculation here, you are going to add 2 inches. 2 inches to 47 and divide by 4. That's 47 divided by plus 2 divided by 4. When you add this up, it's going to give you 49 divided by 4. 49 divided by 4 is going to give us 12.25 inches. Our measurements, all of our measurements, we're going to take it in inches. We're going to take in all our measurements in inches. So you know our trouser hip round is 47, and we have added 2 inches to it, divided by 4, because we are taking measurement on one side, and if you are doing the 12.5 is going to run down from here down this way. So that is what we have taken. So now on this straight line we have measured, we are going to divide it by 2. Our 12.25 now, we divide by 2 to give us half of it. So these are 12.25. So half of it is this 6.12. So this is it. So from here, our 6.125 is here. On the hip line, we measure 6.125 here, and on the other side here too, 6.125 on both sides of this line. On the hip line, we measure 6.125. So you measure the same thing on the crotch line, 6.125. Measure it on both sides of the crotch line too. Measure the same thing down to your thighs. Measure it down to your thighs. The same thing. Mark a straight line. Mark a straight line and roll it down. Mark a straight line and roll it down. So the next thing is for us to get our crotch extension. So, and that is going to take another measurement on this crotch line. So to do that, we are going to take that 6.25 you have taken, we are going to divide it all over again. So that will be approximately 3 inches. So what we will do on this crotch line, to measure our 3 inches from this line that we have measured 3 inches, measure it here and take it up here to measure it 3 inches. So the next thing is to try and make a curve. Make a curve like this to join both lines. So depends on how smooth your your hand can is that you can do your free hand measurement. If you also want to do it, you can as well use your curve rule, your roll up like this. So you can do it this way also. You take it straight, take it straight, you take it straight like that and roll it up. Take it that line up to join your waistline. Join your waistline this way. Take it up to join your waistline this way. So the next thing we are going to do in the waistline, we have 44 for our waist. So on our waist now, you divide it by 4. 44 divided by 4 will give us 11. Add 1 inch allowance to it for ease, making it 12 inches. So on our waistline, we are going to measure 12 inches on our waistline. Taking our 12 inches from the waistline, and we are going to add our dart to it. So add that 1 inches to it for the dart, making it 13 inches. Make it 13 inches. That is 13 inches. So our dart is going to run from the center line here. So if you are measuring to 13, that's 6.5, 6.5. Yeah. So the next place to go to on our measurement line is our thigh. So our thigh, from here we have 30 inches. Our 30 inches, we are going to divide our 30 inches by 2, which will give us 15 inches. So here we are going to divide 15 inches by 2 again on this our center line to give us half of it. So our 15 inches will be 7.5. So here we measure 7.5 down there or from our center line to give us our measurement. So this 7.5 here and 7.5 here, making it 15 inches. So that if you want to do join, this is going to come like this from where we have measured here. We're going to do it this way, and then also we are going to measure we're going to join from our waist down to that line there. So let me take a longer roller. So we join it from here down like this. So add it, join it like that. And then if you want to do from here now, I want to put our dart. So we're going to measure 3 inches down from that center line. That will give us our dart line, 3 inches here. So now you take half inch from this side here, half inch from this other side here, and that is where we'll join our dart. So this is our dart now. Here is our dart. So our dart is right here on our waistline. This is the hip line, this is the cross, this is the thigh line. So I've gotten a thigh here now. So don't forget this center line, we are going to roll it down, straight down like this. So we'll get our other measurement there. So for our nail now, we are going to get our measurement on the nail round. Our nail round here is 15. Nail round here is 15 here. So we are going to divide 15 by 2, which will give us 7.5. So what we'll do, we'll measure a 7.5 from the center line on this other side of the nail line and on this other side as well. Sorry, we are going to measure, divide by 4. 15 divided by 4. So the next is to take our measurement on the nail line. So on the nail we have nail round, we have our nail round here is 19. Our nail round is 19, so we're going to take 19 divided by 4 to get our measurement there. We have 4.75. 19 divided by 4, we have 4.75. So on this nail line, measure 4.75 and mark it here. On this other side too, 4.75, we mark it here. If you take note of what we are doing, we are taking half part here from our measurement and half part here from our measurement, and that is how our trouser is going to be measured, and it's going to get an accurate measurement. So from there, if we're going to join it, so our trouser is going to be measured and joined here like this from our tie. Let me make it thick so you see goodly. And on this other end too, so we are going to join it this way. So I have joined our points from the waist here down to the hip, the crotch, the thigh, and to the nail line here. So join it down like this, join together, and here together too comes like this. So the next measurement is our ankle line. Our ankle measurement here is 15. It's 15. So 15, if we are going to divide our 15 by 2, it's going to give us 7.5. So we have 7.5 here. And taking our 7.5, make sure you have our measurement on this other side. 7.5 divided by 2, you have it here. So 7.5 divided by 2, you have 3.75. So our 3.75 is going to be on this other line. Mark 3.75 here. Also mark 3.75 here. So from there, we are going to join it down to the nail line. Join it down like this. Join it like this. And on this other side too. Make sure you check it and you have your measurement to the line to align with where you are going to roll it. So here I have it this one. Let me not use this. So this is perfect. So you try and check your measurement rules, the rollers, the ones that can align with it. So this one is better. So you align it and join it. You align it and join it. Here it is. So if you are to cut this now our front, these are front parts. These are front parts. If you are to cut this now, make sure you add half-inch allowance on this side, on this other side, half-inch allowance on the waistline, so that in case if you want to add a band to it. But down part here, you can add, okay, say half-inch allowance here, half-inch allowance here. Also add half-inch allowance round this way. But on the trouser length part, the down part here, you can make it 2-inch allowance for a nice fold. So now I'm going to cut it round. So now I'm done with the cutting. So here is our cutting from the ankle line to the knee line. We have a tie, the crotch, the hip, and to the waistline. So we are going to use this now to cut the back side of our trouser. Okay, yeah, to cut the back side now, I have my the front side on another pattern paper. So but if you are to do that, make sure up above the waist there are a lot or enough space, because we are going to draw our measurements from up there. So what we are going to do, first of all, from here, we are going to, on this crotch line, we are going to extend our crotch by 2 inches. Our crotch measurement, we are going to extend it by 2 inches. We extend our crotch measurement by 2 inches from this point here. So extend it this way, 2 inches to cut the back side. These are our 2 inches. Then on this front side here, you extend it by half inches down. Extend by half inch down, like this. half inches down, and we are going to join it. Join it down to this new extension. So let me just use my free hand. So we join it this way. That's the back part. These are our back parts. So you take it straight now from here, straight down like this. So these are back parts. You align it very well here for it to, so extending to this waistline. So you have our waistline like this. So remember, we measured our waist, our hip here, and we divided and we got 3 inches for here and 3 inches here. That same 3 inches, we are going to take it up 3 inches from the waistline. We are going to measure 3 inches from the waistline up here like this, and we are going to extend it to that point from the waistline, 3 inches to this waistline. So remember, these are our waistline. Let me use this ruler. So these are our waistline. Extend it backwards. Extend it backwards this way. So we are going to make that our measurement, waist measurement we did here. We did our waist measurement here. So from our calculations here, 44 is our waist here. Divide by 4, we got 11. So we added 1 inch to it for east. That's 12 inches. So we are going to measure 12 inch from this new point down. We are going to make it down to the waistline. So make sure that it aligns 12 inches like this, 12 inches like this, down to the waistline. So this is it. So we have it here like this. So let me remove this and draw it so that you see it now. So if we are to do it this way now, to join it now from here, so we have our 12 inches like this. We have measured our 12 inches like this. So this is our waistline now on the back part. This is our waistline on the back part. So doing that now, we are going to trace our hip line as well. These are hip line and these are crotch line. Make sure you trace like that. So this is our hip. The hip measurement remains the same there. So when you have it here, what you need to do, add 1 inch. So that one, sorry, this is, so let's align it back. So when you align it back this way, you align it back this way. So you take your measurement from the waist, the new waist that we have gotten, to this hip line. This way, you join it. You join it. Make sure it's always aligned to get a proper measurement. So now on this other part, now we are going to add 1 inch down from the crotch line. We are going to add 1 inch down for ease before we start joining the back part. So add 1 inch on the crotch, add 1 inch on the thigh, add 1 inch on the knee, down to the ankle line. So you add 1 inch, add 1 inch like that, and join it. Add the 1 inch and join it. So down to your ankle line like that. Remember we said on the ankle line you add 2 inches for your folding. So on this front part, so you add half inch like this to the front part of the back line. So you add it like that to, let me just use my free hand to draw it this way, and to join the new tie, the new crotch line. So you bring like this to join it. So here we are. Let me move the back side. So see, so you join it around like this. So remember, on this waistline, back waistline, we are supposed to have our dart. So if you want to have your dart on that waistline, on the front side of it, the same measurement you took from the front side, so you're going to take half of it. So here now we did 12 inches. So our 12 inches now divided by 2. Okay, 12 inches divided by 2 is going to be 6 inches. So on this our 6 inches now, we are going to rule a perpendicular line to this. If you look at this now, look at the way I'm putting it. You can take another line like this. So you move it down. That will give you a straight line here, perpendicular to this line here. So on that line, we are going to measure 5 inch downwards, 5 inch for our back dart, and measure ½ inch on these other two sides here, and with that we are going to join like this. I'm going to join both sides like this, giving our back dart. So let me just cut it out so you see the finished part of it. So I'm done joining the piece round now, the back part. This is the back part now. This is the back. So I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to add ½ inch round to cut it round, ½ inch on this other end, on the waistline, and on this other side. But remember, you have 2 inch on the down part here for folding. ½ inch allowance round here, half round, half round to cut. So we are going to cut it now. So thank you for watching. I hope you have learned one thing or the other. This is the back part now, and this is the front part. So we are done to take to our material to cut. Thank you for watching.